Testing. Um, okay, we're working. Okay. Part 193, liquefied natural gas facility federally safety standards. Part A, 2001 scope, 2003 reverse reservability, 2005 backability, 2007 definition, 2009 rules regulatory construction, 2011 reporting, 2013 when documents incorporated by reference partially whole within this part, 2015 reserve, 2017 plans and procedures, mobile temporary liquid natural gas facilities. Subpart B, sitting requirement scope, reserve thermal radiation protection, flammable vapor gas dispersion protection, and wind force reserve wind forces reserve. Subpart C, design materials records, reserved impotent design capacity structural requirements, reserved dikes, general reserved cover systems, reserved water removal, impoundment capacity, liquid natural gas storage tanks, and reserved liquid natural gas storage tanks, non-metallic membrane liner reserve. Subpart D, construction scope, construction acceptance, corrosion control overview reserved, non-constructive tests over reserved. Subpart E, equipment scope, vaporization equipment reserved, control center reserved, scores of power. Subpart F, operation scope, operation procedure, cooldown, monitoring, operation emergency procedures, personal safety, transportation, transfer procedure, investigation failures, purging, communication system operation records. Subpart G, maintenance scope, general maintenance procedure, foreign material support systems, fire protection, auxiliary power sources, isolating, purging, repairs, control system transfer, testing, transfer hoses, inspection of liquid natural gas storage tanks, corrosion protection, atmospheric corrosion control, external corrosion control, buried and submerged components, internal corrosion control, interference, concurrence, monitoring, corrosion control, remedial measures, maintenance records. Subpart H, personal qualification training, scope, design, fabrication, construction, installation, inspection, testing, operation, maintenance, security, personal health, training, operations, maintenance, and training, security, training, fire protection records, training records, fire protection. Subpart I, fire protection records, fire protection reserve. Subpart J, security scope, all the security perceived with protective enclosures, protective enclosure construction, security communication, security lighting, security mounting, alternative power source, warning signs. Alright, subpart A, general scope of this part. The part prescribed the safety standard with the liquid natural gas and the transportation gas pipeline, subject with the pipeline safety, Title 49 U.S. Standard Code 6101, attempt Part 192, subchapter. This part does not apply with liquid natural gas facilities used by ultimate consumer with liquid natural gases. Liquid natural gas used within the core of the natural gas treatment and hydrocarbon extraction do not store the liquid natural gas and keep the marine cargo transfer with the associated facility anywhere with the sitting of the pertaining to the system of the facility, but between the marine vessel and the last manifold, the absence of the manifold, the last valve located immediately before and storage tank at liquid natural gas facility located with navigable large defined in Section 3A of the Federal Power Act 16 United States Code 7968. 193 2005 reserve, 193 2005 applicability regulation for the part of the governing sit down with design, installation, construction, liquid natural gas facility. Include the material incorporated with the reference of these regulations not apply with the liquid natural gas facilities in existence under the construction of the regulation go into effect in existing liquid natural gas or facilities under construction before March 31st 2000 is replaced relocated and significantly altered after the March 31st 2000. Facilities must comply with the application requirements of this part with the governing the sitting of the design, installation, construction, except that the sitting requirements apply with the liquid natural gas storage tank that is significantly altered without increasing original storage capacity be relocated to the extent of compliance within the design, installation, construction requirements which make the replaced relocated altered facility compatible with the other facilities when otherwise impracticable to replace the relocated significant altered facilities may design, install the construction in accordance with the original specifications for the facility and other manner subject to the approval of the administrator. 193-207 definitions. Administrator means the administrator pipeline hazard material safety administration, his or delegates. Ambient vaporizer means of the vaporizer derived the natural occurring heat source of the atmosphere, sea water, source of water, general geothermal waters. Cargo transfer system means the component of the system, the component of the function as a unit used exclusively with the transfer hazard fluids in bulk between the tank of the car, tank, truck, or marine vessel storage tank. Component means any part of the system, part, function, unit included but not limited to the piping of the process of the equipment contained with the control of the devices, impounding system, lighting, security devices, fire control equipment, communication equipment, the integrity, the reliability necessary to maintain safety of the control of controlling processing containing the hazardous fluid. Container remains for the component that otherwise pipes containing the hazardous fluid. Control system means the component of the system, the component of the functioning, as include the control valve, the sensing, warning, relief, shutdown, other control devices. Activity activated either manually, automatically established, with maintained, performed, another component. Controllable emergency means the emergency that with reasonable prudent action can prevent the harm to people or property. Design pressure means the pressure the design component of the first of the determining minimum permissible thickness of the physical character of the various parts of the applicable to stack with the head of shall be included in design pressure, determine the thickness of any of the specific part, determine and make for the means make for the appropriate investigation of the scientific method, the discussion based on sound engineering judgment, and being able to demonstrate basis of the determined decision. Mean the perimeter of the impound spacing from the barrier to prevent liquid from flowing in the unit intended direction. Emergency mean the deviation in the normal operation structural failure with their severe environmental conditions probably would cover the harm to people. Exclusion zone that means that any of the areas around the liquid natural gas facility in which the operative of the government agency legally controls all of the activities in accordance with the statute 193/2057 and 193/2059, as long as the facilities in operation full fail safe to mean that the design feature of which maintain the result of the safety of the condition of the event malfunction or failure power supply with the component and control device mean that the standard acceleration gravity of 9.806 meters per second squared. Gas exempt is designated the inert means natural gas, other flammable gas, which the toxic corrosive hazard liquid means the gas or hazard liquid. Hazard liquid means liquid natural gas or a liquid that is inflammable or toxic. Heated vapor means the vapors which derive from heat from other than natural occurring heat sources. Impounding space means the volume of the space formed by the decks and floors and the design of the spill of the hazard liquid. Impounding system includes the impounding system. Include the decks and floors conducting the flow with the spill of the hazardous liquid impounding space. The liquid natural gas. Liquid natural gas means natural gas synthetic gas having the methane or CH4 as a part major consistent with which have been chained with liquid natural gas means the pipeline facility used with identifying natural gas synthetic gas transferring storage vaporizing liquid natural gas plant means liquid natural gas facility the system of the liquid natural gas facility function as a unit. Meters cube means a volumetric unit, which is 1 cubic meter or 6.2898 barrels in U.S. Or 2,264.1762 U.S. gallons each, volume being conservatively equal to the other. Maximal allowable working pressure means the maximum gauge pressure of the permissible to the top of the equipment that contains the pressure valves while operating with the design temperature. Normal operation means the function of which range of the over the pressure temperature of the flow of the operating criteria required by the Subpart. Operator means of the person who owns the operating liquid natural gas facility. Person means individual, firm, joint venture, partnership, cooperation, associates, municipality, cooperative association, joint stock association, including any of the trustees, receiver, signer, or personal representative thereof. Pipeline facility means of the new with existing pipeline right away with the equipment facility the building of the transportation gas or treatment of the after during the course of the transportation. Piping move the pipe tubing hosing fin to the valve pumps and the connection safety device with the relay with the component containing the flow of the hazardous fluid. Storage tank means the container over the storage hazardous fluid. Transfer pipe means the system of the permanent temporary piping of the transfer has the fluid between the inflowing through the liquefaction processing facilities, store of the tanker, the vapors, the compressors, cargo, transfer system facilities, other pipeline facilities. Transfer system include the transfer system, pipeline, cargo, transfer system. Vaporization means addition of the thermal energy change of the liquid to the vapor gaseous state. Vaporize means the heat of the transfer facility designed to introduce the thermal energy with a controlled manner of the changing liquid vapors gaseous state. Waterfront liquid natural gas plant with the liquid natural gas plant with the dock the wave of the pier with the other structural in and on immediately adjacent to navigable waters of the United States or Puerto Rico, and any shore of them are immediately adjacent to those of the water which the vessels may be secured with which liquid natural gas cargo operations may be conducted. 193/2009 regular rules of regulatory construction issued within this part includes means including but not limited to the may means of the permitted to areas authorized to may not means not permitted to and not authorized to shall must issue the mandatory imperative that sense in this part the words importing singular including plural and words importing plural including the singular. 2011 reporting incident safety related condition of the annual pipeline summary data of the liquid natural gas plants of the facility must be reported in accordance with the requirements of the Part 191 subchapter 193/2013. What documents incorporated the reference part is related with the whole in this part of the part described at the same of the portion of the incorporated with the reference report with approval of the directive with the Federal Register, Title 5 U.S. Standard Code 552, with Title 1 CFR Part 51. Materials listed within this section have a full force of law with an enforcement addition with other than the specified in Section PHMSA must establish notice of change in Federal Register, apply with the same with incorporated with the reference, all the material incorporated by the reference are available. The inspection for the capital courses, including the following: Office of Pipeline Safety, Hazard Material Safety Administration, 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. 20590. For more information, contact 202-366-4046. Or the PHMSA website, phmsa.gov. Pipeline Regs, National Archive of the Records Administration, for the information availability of material in the NARA. Call 202-741-6030. Go to the NRA website, archive.gov, Federal Register Code, Federal Regulations, locations. Copies of the standards incorporated the reference for this part can also be purchased otherwise made available through the respective standard developing organization addressing the provided centralized IBR section below. American Gas Association, 400 North Capitol Street, North Washington, D.C. 2001. Phone number 202-824-7000. AGA.org. American Gas Association Purging Principles and Practices. Third edition, June 21st. June 2001, AIB approved and Section 193, 2513, 2517, 2065A, and 2 Reserve American Petroleum Institute, 1220 L Street, North Washington, D.C. 2005. Phone number 2,002-682-8000. Web API.org. American Petroleum Standard 620, Design and Construction Large Welded Low Pressure Storage Tank, 11th edition, February 2008. Addendum 2 and Addendum 3. IBR approved the statute 193-221-01 or 2322B. Reserved American Society of Civil Engineers, 1801 Alexander Bell Drive, resident in Virginia, 20191, 800-548-72723, 703-295-6300, or website ASCE.org, ASCE, SEI, S05, minimum design loading, building, other structures of 2005, including in its addition, reserved ASME International, 3 Park Avenue, New York, 116, 800-840. 2763, ASME.org, AMSC boiler pressure, vessel code, section 8, division 1, rule of the construction pressure vessels, 2008, 7, edition July 1st, 2007, IBR approved for statute 193-2321A, reserved Gas Technology Institute, formerly the Gas Research Institute, 1700 S Mount Prospect Road, Des Plaines, Illinois 618, phone number 84776800500, Gas Technology Org, GRI 960395, Evaluation Mitigation Method of Accidental Liquid Natural Gas Release Volume 5, using FEMA3A for the Liquid Natural Gas Accident Consequence Analysis, April 1997. IBR approved the statute 193-2059, GTI 4032, LNG Fire 3, a thermal radiation model of the liquid natural gas fires, March 2004. IBR approved for the statute 193-2057A, GTI 04049, liquid natural petroleum vapor dispersion prediction within the DEGA-DIS-24 dense gas dispersion model of the liquid natural gas vapor dispersion, April 2004. IBR approved the statute 193-2059A, National Fire Protection Association, 1 Battery, Mark Quincy, Massachusetts 02168A9, phone number 6179-847275, or NFPA.org, NFP 598, storing, production, storage, handling liquid natural gas. IBR approved statute 193-2019A, 2051, 2057, 2059, introductory text NC 193-2101A, 2301, 2303, 2401, 2522, 2639A, and 2801. The NFPA 59 Standard of the Production, Storage, Handling Liquid Natural Gas 2006 edition, approved the August 8, 2015. IBR approved for the statute 193-2101B, 193-2321B, 193-2015 reserved, 193-2017 plan and procedures. Each operator shall maintain the liquid natural gas plant with a plan to proceed with the requirement of the plan with the parts of the plan procedures must be available upon the request of the inspection administrator. Any state agency submit with the certification agreement with respect with the plan. The pipeline safety laws, U.S. 49 U.S. Standard Code 6101. It's in sequence. In addition, with each of the chamber of the plant with the procedure must be available to the liquid natural gas plant for review and inspection within 20 days of the chamber. The associated administrative state agency submit with the current certification under the Section 5A of the Natural Gas Pipeline Safety Act, respect with the pipeline facility. The governor of the operator plan with the procedure may affect after the notice for the opportunity they provide for the Title 49 CF 190-206. Relevant state procedures require the operator to amend the plan and proceed if necessary to provide reasonable level of safety. Each operator must review the update with the plans and proceed with the required in part. What component of the chamber, the significantly new component is installed at intervals not exceeding 27 months, but at least once every 2 calendar years. Modelable 193-2019 mobile temporary liquid natural gas facility. The mobile temporary liquid natural gas facility with peak shaving application. The service made during the gas pipeline and system repair and alteration for the other short with the term application they need not to meet the requirements of this part of the facility compliant with the applicable Section 9 FPA. National Fire Protection Agency 59A of 2001 incorporated within the reference with the statute 193-2013 state agency with the jurisdiction over the pipeline safety state with which portable liquid natural gas is located that must provide with the location, description, and installation at least 2 weeks in advance, including extent of the practical detailed sitting liquid containment of the control firefighting equipment methods employed with the restricted and public access expected in the case of the emergency where the subject notice of the possible as much advance as possible must be provided. Subpart B, sitting requirements.